Hello and welcome back to another video from Commander's Tailgate. Today, in my second ever video, I will be going over every single 2026 Commanders free agent and whether I believe Washington should re-sign them or let them walk. Alright, let's get right into it. First up, Deebo Samuel. Deebo is a tricky one because he's had a good year. He has had some drops, but if he wouldn't mind coming back on a team-friendly deal, like they have a market value at $19 million per year, estimating his next contract, and I don't think Washington should do that. But if they can get him back for a little less, I wouldn't mind it. So Deebo, I have Deebo in like half and half right now. All right, next up, Bobby Wagner. Bobby, I say we let him walk. He's a Hall of Fame linebacker, but he's slowly declining, and I feel like Washington needs to get younger, faster on defense, and that's at the expense of Bobby Wagner, so I think they should let Bobby Wagner walk. All right, next up, we got Marcus Mariota. Yes, I would bring Mariota back, but Mariota's played good when he's played, so maybe he thinks he can be a starter somewhere else. Maybe a team like Pittsburgh, the Raiders, someone like the Jets, maybe, if they want to bridge their quarterback. They don't want him to start their rookie quarterback. They don't want him to start right away. So, yeah, I would say bring Mariota back, but I wouldn't be surprised if he walks. But in my opinion, I think we should bring Mariota back. All right, next up, Zach Ertz. Ertz, I was let walk before the injury, and now I think we should definitely let him walk. It was a very unfortunate injury for Ertz, but I just think he's 35 years old. He's coming off a tear on ACL. I don't know if they can bring him back. But Ertz has been a great player for Washington, but I think they should let him walk. Von Miller. All right, now hear me out. Von Miller was brought in not to be a starting defensive end. He's had to play way more snaps than he was expecting to play. So that's why I think we should bring him back. I know, not even as a backup, but as a situational pass rusher, I wouldn't mind him playing. He leads the team in sacks right now. I think he's got like 6 sacks. Like, for example, right here, PFF. He's played 307 snaps on defense this year. That is probably 150 more than he was expecting to play. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind bringing Von Miller back. I know a lot of people hate on Von Miller for some reason because they just like to hate, but Von Miller wouldn't be you need veterans. I know this fan base is annoyed by how old we are, but bringing Von Miller back, it's not a bad thing. Unless he wants like a lot of money, which he won't because he's like 38. He's 36 years old. So yeah, my opinion, bring him back. All right, next up, Jonathan Jones. He's another guy like Von Miller, but I would say let him walk. His defense does need to get younger, and I would like to bring in a younger cornerback. We have Trey Amos and Mikey Sanistril, but they need that third. They need that third corner for next year. And I don't think Jonathan Jones will be that, so I'd say let him walk. Austin Eckler, I think Eckler retires after the end of the year, so we wouldn't have to let him walk, but he's doing like the broadcast for the Christmas game for the Washington against the Cowboys, so it's looking like he's going towards retirement. So yeah, I would say let him walk, but I think he retires anyways. So Andrew Wiley. I'd say let Wiley walk. He has been solid when he does play. He doesn't play often, but I like the offensive line, honestly, and I don't think we should pay him, but you never know. For affordable deal, I wouldn't mind it, but he might get a little bit of money from an O-line desperate team, and I don't think we should do that. All right, Deatrice Wise. Yes, Deatrice Wise. He got injured the first week, or the second week, and we looked a lot better when he was playing. But coming off an injury, he's gonna be 32 years old. I think we should let him walk. All right, next up, Noah Brown. He's another one I think we should let walk. He's been injured a lot this year. not be able to. We haven't been able to rely on him. I think his team does need to get younger playmakers too. So yeah, let walk. Trustway. Now, Trustway definitely resign, but he might want to retire. He is 35 years old, but if he wants to come back, you bring him back. Culture guy, locker room guy. Everyone likes Trustway. So yeah, bring Trustway back. All right, Jacob Martin. Martin's been probably the surprise on the defense. When the defense struggled, he's probably been the best pass rusher on the team, honestly. And I would bring him back, depending how big a deal he wants, but I think they should bring Jacob Martin back. Next up, Igbenogany. Igbenogany has had a career best in PFF grade with a 60.1. He's lined up about everywhere. Yeah, in a little bit of slot. He's played in the box. He's played outside. So he's a good versatile guy, and he has played good when he plays. So from what I see, but I think he's another guy you bring back. He's only 26 years old, so yeah, I bring Noah Igbenogany back. Josh Johnson, I think he retires, so just let him walk. Trenton Scott, he's a resign. Swing tackle, doesn't play much, but you need some depth at tackle, and he has caught a touchdown pass before, so but yeah. So next up, resign Trenton Scott. Yeah. Next up, Jeremy McNichols. Sorry. This is probably the hardest choice, but I think you gotta let McNichols walk. He makes plays every time he's in there, but he's only getting older. I like Bill for the future. I like Rodriguez. I would love for this team to bring in a free agent running back like Breece Hall, Rico Dowdle. And I will do a video one day, closer probably to free agency, of like a free agency mock. So, yeah. But yeah, I think McNichols, that one's definitely the hardest one, but I think you let him walk. Next up, Eddie Goldman. I think you'd let Goldman walk too. He has been solid, but yeah, you got to get younger on defense. Maybe bring him back for a training camp guy, but gotta let him walk too. George Fant and Lucas Niang, let both of them walk. Don't think they haven't played a snap all year. And same with Tyree Jackson. You let Tyree Jackson walk. And then the last two, we got Chris Rodriguez and Chris Paul. Now, Chris Rodriguez is only a restricted free agent, so they have an option to bring him back anyways, but I think that they should definitely do that. Chris Rodriguez is probably the best running back on the team, and a running back room with Rodriguez, Bill, and then another guy they bring in. I think it's a pretty solid running back room. So yeah, in my opinion, got to bring Chris Rodriguez back. And then finally, Chris Paul, 100% bring him back. He might get a pretty decent payday when he stepped in for Coleman, which everyone was surprised by, but he's been really good. So yeah. Yeah, here we are. 5th out of all guards in the NFL in pass block grade. Only 25 years old, I think. 26 maybe. He's definitely someone I would like to bring back. Yeah. So, all right. We're all done here now. Just get a quick little recap. Resign Marcus Mariota, unless he wants to go play somewhere else, be a starter somewhere else. Von Miller, Tressway, Jacob Martin, Noah Igbenogany, Trenton Scott, Chris Rodriguez, and Chris Paul. Now, I know Von Miller is probably the most controversial one there, but I still think if he played a lesser role, because he's a good locker room guy, a winner, I think you bring him back if he wants to come back. He said on his podcast he wants to come back, so I would definitely look to bring Von Miller back. And then the let walk, it's a big group because the team does need kind of an overhaul. But we got Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz, Jonathan Jones, Austin Eckler, Andrew Wiley, Dietrich Wise, Noah Brown, Josh Johnson, Jeremy McNichols, Eddie Goldman, George Fant, Lucas Niang, and Tyree Jackson. Now, McNichols, definitely the hardest choice, I would say. I think the rest are kind of self-explanatory. Maybe bring a guy like Wise back for depth or Eddie Goldman. But players like Wagner, Ertz, Jones, Wiley, I think you've got to let them walk. And they all might be retiring anyways. So, and one player I don't have on here is Deebo Samuel because I'm just so torn. I don't know. It really depends what he's asking for because I don't want to spend too much on Deebo. I don't want the team to spend too much on Deebo when there's so many other needs we have. And I would like to get younger at receiver. Gotta get a guy that pairs with Jane Daniels' timeline for the future. So yeah, all right. That's all from this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And again, comment anything you guys want to see. Yeah, have a good one.